Traveler, Paimon. It's been as it happens, there is a letter here for you.
A letter? From who? Dear Diary, I'm Kale. I work as a trainee forest ranger under my master, Tainari. I'm also studying. I've been getting better and better at reading lately. Mr. Alhaitham says that the written word is a crypt. That said, what should I write about? Things are pretty quiet in Sumeru these days. Life is good. Every day is a fulfilling and happy one. When I think back to the days when I suffered from Elazar, or way back to when I was injected with God remains, I am in a much better place now. I hope it stays that way forever. I'll leave it there for now. Master said he'll take me shopping in Sumeru City today, which is great, because I've been meaning to visit the toy seller at the Grand Bazaar for a while now.
Kale.
Yes, Master? Huh?
What's wrong, Kale? Is there something on my face?
No, sorry. I didn't mean to stare.
Master Tainari. Tainari is the General Mahamatra. He's probably busy arresting criminals in Sumeru City. I mean, if that's what floats your boat, I can introduce you, but...
Wait, Master Tainari is the General Mahamatra? But...
sorry. Oh, you mean that guy who just joined the Vahumana Darshan? Rumor has it he's the leader of the Temple of Silence. If that's true, it's pretty impressive. Sounds like you've been getting to know more and more people since you joined the academia.
What's going on? Sethos is acting like he's my master. And Master Tainari has taken over Mr. Sino. If so, it's a weird choice of prank. But anyway, Sethos doesn't look like he's joking.
Hey, you're zoning out again. I'm gonna buy some tools for the Rangers. Why don't...
Wait! He's right. It has been a while since I last visited Sumeru City. Was it always like this? I mean, is this really Sumeru City?
Hey, did you see who just walked by? I think she's that famous merc. Would you like some fruit? It takes courage to maintain a peaceful life, too.
Custom-made axe with floral carvings from the blacksmith.
I heard that Sage disappears without a trace.
Lord Kabe Bay, did you get a chance to review this month's accounts? Any feedback?
You mean the version you sent over a few days ago? Yeah, I took a look when I received it. I was thinking that maybe our profit margin is a little excessive. I visited some of our commercial partners last month.
Are you suggesting that we give up some of our profits for them?
Well, since we have more than we need, yes. Making money for its own sake is pointless. Don't worry also about that designer you hired. I've had to revise his proposal 3 times now. Let's cut our losses. Pay him his fee and send him on his way. I'd like you to get Layla on this instead. She was Cyrus's student, and she designed the Palace of Alcazarzare. Seems like a much safer choice. Who's sneaking around over there?
Mr. Ka...
Do you recognize this person, sir?
Yes, it's all right. We've met. This is Kale, Sethos' trainee. He brought her along the last time I went for drinks with him. What brings you to the city, Kale?
No, this is all wrong! Why is Mr. Kave saying that too? Tainari is my master, not... This can't be real. I have to ask someone else. There's gotta be someone else out there who still remembers the truth.
Hey, wait! Don't run off! How strange. What's gotten into her today?
It's like everyone switched places. I guess I'll keep looking around.
I heard that Sage disappears without a trace as soon...
Would you like a cup of coffee?
Students are under so much pressure.
Lots of visitors today, I see. Welcome all.
Hey, Rahman. You know that guy who sells face powder on Treasure Street? I haven't seen him around in a while. Any idea what happened to him?
Oh, you mean a Hongar? Yeah, he got into a brawl with Shavirme on Treasure Street.
Seriously? Oh, well, that's a shame. I was planning to pick out some makeup for you.
Oh, don't worry about it.
The legendary Flame Mane discussing makeup with the Zubair Theater star dancer. Now there's something...
Flame Mane? You know, I'm not actually sure when people started calling me that. Maybe the other Eremites thought I needed a fiercer title to scare people. To be completely honest, I think the title would fit you better than me, Dia.
You think? Can't say I've never imagined myself as a merc. If I ever give up the dancing, maybe I'll head to the desert and...
You would?
Is that so strange?
Oh, not at all. In fact, I've actually had similar thoughts before. If I ever get tired of sleeping out in the wild, I've adored the dance of Sub-Zeros ever since the first time.
Really? If our manager Sataria heard you say that, she'd hold you to it. Hey, when that day comes, I'll do your makeup myself. How's that sound?
Sure. If the day comes, I'd be honored. Everyone I know, everything I've ever known. Suddenly it's all a jumbled mess. The question is, who's right? Them or me? Oh, my head feels so heavy. I can't think straight. Alright, not a single Mora short. That covers you for this.
What a relief. I was worried the design fees I received this month would...
Well, next time, don't fret. Just let me know and I'll give you a few days' grace. We've known each other long enough for that.
Yeah, I can't explain it. I just feel more inspired at night. Once I get in the zone, I can race. But what about you? I keep hearing you sighing these days.
Well, it's just... Don't you think this how? I guess I should be used to it after living here for so many years. Once I've made... I'm gonna buy a huge new house. As big as... True. I'll never be able to afford it on a scribe's salary alone.
Mahamatra Tainari, we've apprehended the...
They say that the fool is prone to blind faith, but the wise man is not immune to it either. Siraj, do you have anything to say?
Tainari, you were the one who turned the sages against me. Just a few words of caution from... And now you're trying to stop me again? You should know that mechanical life is the future! We must cast aside our useless flesh!
That's enough. I'm not in the mood to listen to your... Karina, Ilias, put him somewhere safely out of the way.
Yes, sir.
Next on the agenda... What is it? Wait, did Professor Zahahati send you? She's been encouraging me to take on an apprentice. Might be getting a bit ahead of herself.
No, Master! It's me! Kale! Listen to me! Something really weird is going on in sumeru City! It's like everyone's identities have... You're not the General Mahamatra! You're a Forest Watcher! Just yesterday, we agreed to come to sumeru City today to go shopping together!
All right, there's no rush. Let's back up a little. Your name is Kale, correct? Although this is our first meeting, you do seem strangely familiar somehow. Is there...
No. Master!
What is it? Did you have another nightmare? I've told you before, when you're tired, lay down on your back in bed and get some proper sleep. Now, we're supposed to go shopping in Sumeru City today, remember? Go wash your face, take some deep breath.
Okay. Thanks, Master Tainari.
And yet, dreams can sometimes be a warning of things that will soon come to pass. That dream felt unusually real, didn't it? Here's my suggestion. Since you're heading into Sumeru City anyway, you may as well tell Lesser Lord Kusanali about everything that... And just to be on the safe side, I think you should also inform your 2 traveler friends who once helped save Sumeru. Time is short. A storm is coming from beyond the back.
What a strange situation. No wonder Kali was in such a... Imagine waking up one day to find that everything around you has changed. You might not even recognize Paimon anymore. Oh, that's a scary... Let's get to Sumeru and find out what the heck is going on. Thank goodness. I'm so glad you made it. Of course. We won't let anything happen to you, Kale. So, what's going on in Sumeru City? Looks like lots of people.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, after I wrote my letter, Master and I went to Sumeru City and told the Dendro Archon everything that I experienced, from start to finish. She was silent at first. It seemed like she was deep in thought. Then the next day, we got told that she was ordering everyone to leave Sumeru City immediately and move the caravan.
The entire population of the city has...
Not just Sumeru City. The evacuation also includes Lokapala Jungle, Avidia Forest, Basically, everyone living in the rainforest must temporarily relocate to Caravan Ribat.
Holy smokes! That's...
Yes, it's quite an operation. Even if people only bring the bare essentials, the scale is simply enormous. They've requisitioned almost all the Sumpter Beasts in Sumeru for the task, including the entirety of Dori's Sumpter Beast Park. The Dendro Archon said that what Kale experienced was not a dream, but a warning. After our meeting, she immediately summoned the 6 sages to analyze the situation and discuss countermeasures. They concluded that the events seen in the dream are very likely to become a reality, and that an unknown danger is rapidly approaching. Please keep that to yourself. We don't want to cause widespread panic. The official reason they've given is a large-scale renovation of the rainforest ecosystem.
The Dendro Archon seemed really worried when we spoke to her. She said you can go visit her in the Sanctuary of Surasthana when you arrive. She also said she'd hold out until the very end.
Tainari? Kale? You got a minute? I need a hand.
One moment. I'll be right. As a forest watcher, I've been tasked with assisting with the relocation work. There's a lot. This will be the final group of evacuees from Sumeru City. While they're away from home, they'll be heavily reliant on... Thank you for coming in our time of need.
Excuse me. Sorry to trouble you, but could you help an old man find his...
Where's my mom? Where did she go?
Don't worry.
Those items are worth a small fortune. Make sure you store them somewhere safe.
You understand?
I bet you thought you'd get away with this in the chaos, huh? Guess again.
We should go help the evacuees. See...
I'm so glad that you believed me and came— Don't worry. We may not know exactly what's going on yet, but as long as we stick goodbye, look after yourselves! Will do. See ya! Paimon's not sure how she found the words to comfort Kale because, honestly, she's kind of nervous herself. Let's head to the Sanctuary of Surasana and see Nahida.
Who goes there? No unauthorized access.
Are you blind? It's the Traveler and Paimon. Surely—
Huh? Oh, so it is. I'm sorry, I haven't been sleeping well lately. My nerves are a little frayed. The Dendro Archon is in a very vulnerable state at the moment. Mahamatra Sino is concerned that our enemies might choose this moment to strike, so he's ordered us to strengthen our defenses.
Just seeing you two again already puts our minds at ease. Please, enter. I'm sure—
Traveler, Paimon.
Aha! Perfect timing. Reliable helpers like you.
Oh, it's good to see everyone again. Kale gave us a rough idea of what's going on, but we still have a lot. What kind of danger is Sumeru City in exactly? And
At this stage, we can't be certain. We're investigating, but...
I take it that Kale told you about her strange dream?
yeah, apparently everyone in Sumeru City was acting super weird. Even you guys.
That's right. Kale and Tainari reported the situation to the Dendro Archon. She believes that it wasn't merely a dream, and that whatever it was has something to do with Irminsul.
It's a reasonable inference. Only through Irminsul can people's memory and cognition be so significantly—
We don't know why Kale would dream of these things, nor who was trying to warn her. The Dendro Archon decided to connect to Irminsul to investigate more thoroughly.
Irminsul is connected directly to the ley lines. The tree serves as a central hub where the ley lines converge, and its core function is to record and store the world's knowledge and memories. But something has gone awry, severely compromising the performance of this core. Information is bottlenecking inside Irminsul, hampering the ley line's flow. If this continues, new information will languish unrecorded, with
In short, the souls of the dead will be stranded, while the living have their sense of reality warped. In the long run, Kale's dream could well become a reality. And that's just the beginning.
I have come this far, to use my death to open the gates of the ley lines to my people.
Faced with a growing backlog of information, the Dendro Archon decided to connect herself directly to—
But it is an almost impossible task. Individual brains aren't equipped to deal with the sheer volume of knowledge and memories. And for a god, even for a god, the suffering must be
The Dendro Archon's power originates from Irminsul. On top of that, she's subjecting herself to the grueling task of processing all that data. It must be torture for her. And despite all of this, She is somehow finding the strength.
I finished analyzing the latest data. Looks like our working theory was wrong. There's no signs of Irminsul having been attacked from the...
So it's internal then? Some sort of disease, perhaps? No. I've spent half my life studying the ley lines. If Irminsul malfunctioned this easily, the world...
Sino? What is it?
Not long ago, I got a tip from the Corps of 30 that a large number of unidentified merchant caravans had recently been spotted entering Sumeru. At first, I suspected that they might have something to do with all this, so I sent some people to investigate. But if Irminsul wasn't attacked from the out...
Don't you think there are more important things to worry about right now than guessing who's behind all this? It's been over 12 hours with no new intel. If even the Keeper of Irminsul is this badly affected, you can imagine how bad things are in there.
Dendroarchon.
Nahida!
What's wrong?
Her breathing is weak, and her elemental energy level...
Looks like it's time to move to the backup plan.
What's the backup plan?
Get out of the city and take the Dendroarchon with. The entrance to Irminsul is directly beneath the sanctuary of Surasthana. That means this is ground zero if anything goes...
The Dendroarchon has a very strong connection to Irminsul. But theoretically, this connection should grow weaker with Under normal circumstances, she can unleash her full power here. But with Irminsul out of control, our first priority is to get her...
The situation is critical. There's no time to deliberate. Everyone in agreement?
I'll deal with it. I'll also let the Matra and the Corps of 30 know to start evac... Let's go. No sense grieving when there's nothing more we can do.
Agreed. We'll be back as soon as this...
The last group of civilians has been safely evacuated. Dendroarchon's carriage will travel with them. Sino and Hat Guy will protect the convoy. With the Dendroarchon in a coma, we've lost our means of investigating the situation. And with Irminsul still deteriorating, we have no choice but to evacuate Sumeru City.
Stop moaning, Cyrus. We're the teachers here. We should be showing a little more confidence, don't you think?
A wise judgment.
Let's move out to Caravan Rebot.
Sir, all units are in position.
Good. Everything is going to plan. Interfering with Sumeru City is a necessary step, so do not hesitate. We need to speed things up here, too. We don't want to keep our client waiting, do we?
No, sir. You have my word. Everything will be complete.
They say that fervent ambition attracts the favor of the gods, and with it, but we appear to be the exception. So, is our ambition not strong enough? Or does it threaten the very foundation?
How is the Dendroarch?
Her breathing is steady. I prepared some therapeutic incense for her, but her vitals are still very weak. Based on the information you've provided, I have a working hypothesis. Her condition is partly due to Irminsul's influence. Elemental energy usually flows through the body at a relatively constant rate. The body grows accustomed to this rhythm, so When it's thrown out of balance, physical symptoms will appear.
Is this similar to the ley lines? Overloaded?
Correct.
Is there any way to restore her health? I know the ley lines have strong self-healing abilities. As long as any blockages or pollutions are dealt with.
Before we think about that, there's a bigger predicament to resolve. Restoring the Dendro Archon's power requires us to heal Irminsul first. But that will be extremely...
Paimon's already getting...
Master Tainari and Sino look so serious. I've not heard Master speak in this tone for a long time.
Tainari.
Master Nephis, sages.
Tainari, haven't seen you in ages. Have you gotten taller? Or did your ears get longer?
Hopefully the former, Uncle Baladuri.
Sino, where's Professor Cyrus? I thought he'd be...
He went out into the wild to investigate the situation. He said that the Irminsul anomaly will likely start to affect the real world soon.
He shouldn't be trotting around alone at his age.
Would someone mind introducing us?
Ah, yes, of course. Allow me to do the honors. I'm sure we're all familiar with the Traveler and Paimon. They're the heroes who helped foil Azar's conspiracy and save Sumeru. These gentlemen and I are the 6 current sages of the Academia. Baldurian, we have Sage Alkindi of the Spontamad Darshan, Sage Farnas of Kasharawar, Rataoist Sage Shakir, and finally Harap.
Nice to meet you all!
I've heard. Delighted to finally meet you in person.
You're younger than I imagined for someone with the power to stand up to...
Once we're on the other side of this, could we get a photo together? My daughter has a friend named Isak. He's always talking about...
Of course! No true hero would deny a child their wish.
Back to business. So with the Dendro Archon currently in a coma, the people that we need to come up with a plan as soon as possible. Fernas, any thoughts?
Well, firstly, having reviewed the data, I'm inclined to agree with your assessment. This doesn't look like an attack on Irminsul from the outside. Rather, it resembles a malfunctioning machine. Calculations going haywire and sparks flying. That being said, before we consider how to fix it, we need to understand precisely what has gone wrong. Furthermore,
we have no direct access to Irminsul. However, we might be able... Wait, is that what Cyrus is up to? No wonder he ran off to research in the wild. Curse is always one step ahead.
I heard that while in the sanctuary of Surasthana, the Dendro Archon had to serve as the central information hub herself. This is a clear sign the situation within Irminsul might be far worse than we can imagine. Irminsul is vital, not just to the...
Are you saying we should consider a scenario in which Irminsul is completely...
I'm merely pointing out that the possibility...
You have a valid point. But until worst comes to worst, I believe we should focus our effort...
Kale, I understand that you were the first to foresee this crisis. If it's...
Of course! But even I don't know how I came to have that dream.
if there are no signs of external damage, could it be a stress fracture? Metals tend to suffer from this issue with long-term use, and Irminsul has existed for...
It's possible, but surely a stress fracture would be more likely to cause a complete shutdown rather than...
Sages. General Mahamatra. Sorry to interrupt.
What happened?
Some citizens didn't believe that Sumeru City was really in any danger. They slipped away and hid during the relocation, intending to return...
How many people are we talking?
About a dozen. Sakura found them while on patrol, but they appeared to be suffering from psychosis. For whatever reason, they were trying to kill each other. By the time we arrived, there were only 2 survivors. One was unconscious from their injuries. The other tried to attack us.
Where did this happen?
Near Yasna Monument.
That's not far from Caravan Rebot.
Master.
I know. The Irminsul anomaly is beginning to have effects in the world. I didn't expect it to spread to Yasna Monument so soon. It almost feels like we're being chased relentlessly.
Sir Cyrus said the same thing. He sent me back to report in, while he continues
I'll go join him.
Count me in too. Don't let my age fool you. I can still fend for myself.
Very well. Meanwhile,
get back soon.
Take care of yourselves.
Please, don't go any further. As you get closer to Sumeru City, there's no knowing what...
So this is our mentally disturbed...
I'm going to gut you all.
Cyrus, you didn't even bring a single guard? Do you think you're some sort...
It's fine. Come here and look at this.
Oh, it's...
That's right. Flowers that bloom from openings in the ley lines, indicating some sort of anomaly.
I don't believe I've ever seen a color like this before.
Did you discover it nearby?
Not just here. Way over there, too. They're everywhere. There's even...
How did you ascertain the situation further ahead? Didn't you just say that we can't go beyond this point?
Yes. This area is relatively safe so far. But if you continue forward, delusions will start. However, some vision-bearing mercenaries were able to maintain their sanity a little better. They're the ones who brought back news from further afield.
Sino, do you remember the class I taught on dissecting ley lines?
I do, Professor. I received full marks in that.
Good. After all these years, it's time to put that knowledge into practice. There must be anomalous information hidden within these blossoms. Alkindi, I'll need your help as well. Been a while since we worked on a project together.
Sure has. Well...
Anything we can...
Will you need my help?
All right, well, don't go...
Let's regroup at Caravan Re...
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is light it with the fire seed, and it'll restore a pep with elemental power. The damage it suffered internally will also slowly begin to heal. What is it? You thought of something? Really? Then let's get back and tell the other...
Whew. Glad to see you've returned safe.
Any longer and we would have gone out looking for you.
Well, this is a nice surprise. Paimon...
We've made some progress, so let's start by giving you and Paimon a quick update.
By dissecting the ley line's blossoms, we've been able to deduce that although Irminsul is experiencing an anomaly, it has not completely rejected access from the outside. The Dendro Archon has the power to connect to Irminsul, but there's also another way. I assume you recall the devices everyone was wearing when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Devices? Oh, wait. You...
The Akasha terminal?
That's right.
Of course! It's been so long, Paimon almost forgot all about the Akasha. What?
Yes, but although the system isn't currently operational, the technological infrastructure is all still there. And it turns out that a certain someone gets so bored at work that he's actually read through every single one of the instruction manuals.
No prizes for guessing who that was.
If praising others is that embarrassing for you, you can simply spare your...
As much as it pains me to say anything nice about him, there's no denying his intelligence. He rarely forgets anything he's read. The Akasha is exactly what Sumeru needs at this moment. Between us, we should have all the knowledge and expertise we need to get it up and running again.
But if I recall correctly, doesn't the Akasha need a Gnosis to function?
That's exactly right. The Akasha relies on the Gnosis as a power source, and in its absence, we'll need to find an alternative. To tackle this problem, it looks like we'll be relocating once again.
Namely, to the Temple of Silence. It's the only major institution in Sumeru dedicated to preserving the knowledge of King Deshret's civilization. You might find the answers you're looking for hiding there.
I agree. There's a good chance.
Master Nephis and the other sages have discussed it. As we have to move into the desert next. The scholars and sages will head to the Temple of Silence, while the civilian population seeks refuge in Aru village.
The Eremites will keep everyone safe during the...
This leaves us just one thing to worry about. That Dendro Archon.
She's very weak. We can't afford to wait until Irminsul is fixed. There has to be another way to...
Wow, luckily, the Traveler had a eureka moment while we were out investigating.
Really?
Wow, nice one, Traveler.
What say our Amorta experts?
Theoretically, it's feasible. From what you're saying, although elemental life and elemental energy have their differences, the Dendro Archon has explicitly stated that she can imitate the power of the former. In which case, as long as Apep is willing, she should be able to convert her own power into a form that the Archon can use.
It wouldn't be difficult for her at all. The only problem is convincing her to help.
Yeah! Even though she wasn't exactly friendly the last time we met, she didn't refuse to talk with us. When she realizes the danger that Nahida is in, surely she won't turn a blind eye to it.
Either way, we're not exactly spoiled for choice here.
Hey, it's better than having no option.
I agree. Without Irminsul's aid, the legendary Dendro Dragon Apep may well be the only living thing in Sumeru who can help our Archon recover her power. There's no time to lose. I'll bring this proposal to Master right away. If he and the other sages agree, the academics will go to the Temple of Silence to look for a solution to the Akasha problem. The Eremites will escort the civilians safely to Aru village, and the Traveler and Paimon will take the Dendro Archon to see Apep.
There's still a long road ahead, and no knowing if we'll make it. But at least we have a direction now.
If there are no objections, then let's proceed, no matter the distance between us. There will always be an invisible force tying us together. May the bonds forged in the past shine bright.
Huh. Is that from King of Invocations?
No. This one's from King of Invocations, the sequel.
What's the difference?
The sequel's much cooler.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, it was very apropos. Once this is all over, I'll give Come on, let's get moving.
Tainari has brought me up to speed. I approve, but we can't proceed with everything right away. The people need to rest. For many of them, this will be their first time in the desert, so we'll need to find additional personnel to help escort them. You two, please go on ahead with the Dendro Archon. Let's rendezvous at the Temple of Silence late.
No problem.
Words can't express my gratitude, so let me just say, I hope everything goes smoothly.
All right, let's get going. If Paimon remembers correctly, the last time we saw
Traveler, Paimon, Call it. Well, Master Tainari once told me, after you raise a problem, you should think about how to resolve it. But ever since I had that dream, I feel like I haven't been of any help at all. I tried my best to keep up with the conversation, but there was so much new information, I couldn't take it all in. So,
Paimon knows exactly how you feel. But fear not, everything you need to know is right here in Paimon's notes. Sumeru chapter! It's got tons of info about all the things we've seen and heard on our adventures. You see? Being the greatest guide in Tibet, Paimon doesn't always understand the things you're talking about with other people.
This is perfect!
Sure. Matter of fact, you can keep it if you want. Paimon has enough. The spare copy was originally meant for the traveler. Paimon used to worry that one day she might not need a guide anymore, so she wanted to have a gift for her. In case we ever met. It doesn't seem so necessary nowadays. We have so many more places to see together. One copy will be enough for both.
Thank you so much. But still, these are your treasured memories. Anyway, that was all. I won't keep you any longer.
See ya! Alright, time to bring Nahida to see a pep. Let's hope... Hey, here's a thought. If we brought Nervalette along, do you think he could help us persuade a pep to help? Actually, never mind. In a pep's eyes, Nervalette's probably one of those dragons who's grown too close to humankind. They might end up fighting for all we know.
I had a feeling your kind might come calling. The ley lines are in disarray. Yes. Even from a great distance away, I can sense that Sumeru is headed for destruction. You who took our home from us, prepare to watch as your own world is plunged into oblivion.
This isn't a joke, Pep! Nahida's in grave danger!
Is she now? Then do explain. For what reason should I lend Boer my assistance?
Pep, if you truly despise gods and humans so much, well, after the great humiliation of being helped by a god in the past, shouldn't you be jumping at this chance to balance the scale?
Now that is a compelling reason. When El Ahmar plotted against me and I was tortured by forbidden knowledge, it was Boer who saved me from agony. And though I regard with shame the pity of my enemies, to receive aid without repaying it would likewise tarnish. Oh, tiny Boer, puny humans. Just this once,
Whoa! It's happening again! We're gonna get sucked in! Whoa!
It is done. The heart of Oasis is supplying her with life force as we speak. It shall. But I should warn you. Booer's existence is closely intertwined with Irminsul. Unless the issues plaguing it are resolved, she will never complete. Spare me your words of gratitude. You may also spare me your fate. A dragon's sovereign's power is far greater than you can imagine. While I was indeed weakened when the heart of Oasis ran dry, providing Tiny Booer with a morsel of my life force shall have—
Oh, good to hear.
Ever held in high favor, I see.
Oh, well, you know.
The compliment was sincere. Simply accept it. I did once. That tree was not planted by the heavenly principles. Irminsul existed before they ever arrived in Tevat.
What?
There was a time when it belonged to Tevat. Its appearance and function then differed greatly from today. The ley lines flowed with an abundance of a familiar, primitive form. The heavenly principles usurped and refashioned Irminsul, made it serve humanity, and used it to anchor the fate of the world. Yet in the end, humanity has failed to protect it. Heavenly principles, God of gods. It makes me sick. The enmity between your kind and mine can never be bridged. As things stand today, holding a grudge against you would serve no purpose. But there will come a day when we reclaim this world for ourselves. The opportunity will arise no matter how long I can already sense that far away from here, the Hydro Dragon has wrested his authority from the hands of the usurpers. But we have yet to meet. I know that we are both preparing for our revenge day and night.
Uh-huh.
I hear a great disturbance out.
Huh? What?
Sandstorms come. The Jinn. Another calamity approaches. You both seem Booer is safe with me. Once she has recovered, I shall return her to your side.
Oh, thanks again.
I told you already I have no need of your—
Nahida? You're awake! Are you—
Cease your interrogation. Yes, she awoke for a brief moment, but she has now lost— Take it. We shall talk more.
Where the heck are we? Did you just dump us in the middle of nowhere? Wait. No. Paimon remembers now. The Temple of Silence is over that way. Come on, let's go find the others.
There's no need for everyone to stay here. I'll protect the sages. The rest of you?
Yes, Mahamatra Sino.
Sino! What's going on?
You're back. How's the Dendro Archon?
What a relief.
It's the Jinn. Countless Jinn. Tainari and Kale have returned to Aru village to help. The Jinn are being highly aggressive, so both the village and the merchant caravans require protection.
It's just one thing after another. Where did all of them come from anyway? In all my trips to the desert, I've never seen anything like this before.
As I see it, the only possible candidate...
Gurubad?
Baladuri could explain in more detail if he were here. All I know is a rumor I've heard about from previous trips to the desert. Supposedly, a great number of dormant Jinn lie sealed beneath that.
Gurubad is, for me, a fated land. I must therefore return back to this city, where my destiny awaits me still. My master, I am sorry that I couldn't stay by your side for long, and that I could not have more time to get familiar with you.
Lailapar. Yeah, we once said goodbye to a friend there. Well, maybe not a friend exactly, but someone we met on the road anyway. She was a strange bottle. If we can find a way to wake her up, maybe she can help solve the situation.
Well, be careful. You may find there's more than just the Jinn to worry about.
You mean, there are other...
It's a sensible assumption to make. The moment we arrived in Caravan Rebod, the Irminsul anomaly started spreading in that direction. Now we've moved to the desert, and suddenly we're plagued by Jinn and sandstorms. To call it a coincidence would be a stretch.
Don't worry, we've gotten a lot stronger since our last stint in Sumeru.
It appears the monsters native to the desert have been stirred by the Jinzect.
You should get going. We'll take care of things here. You too.
Don't do anything too risky. You got it?
The Jinn are swarming out of Gurubad! Looks like Al-Haytham was right! Let's get inside and see what's going on! Hey there! Turrets at the ready. The Fatui? They must be using this place as a stronghold! Are they the ones behind all this? Attack! I guess I'm going home. Delicate as silk. Why? A gift from the land beyond. Show 'em, Nomi. Coming in hot. A moonlit night for all. That's no. Fighting Jin with one hand and Fatui with the other? Pure chaos. Scatter! Yeah. Wait. Hey there! Hey! Converge! A gift from the land beyond! Hey there! Fire! Well... Go, Lumi! Coming at ya! You see that strange machine? Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that that's the thing wrecking Gurubad and setting all those dangerous Jin free!
The target has reached the core zone. Requesting backup. Repeat, requesting backup.
Backup en route! Stop her at all costs!
Careful! They're back again!
Lend me a hand!
Coming at ya! Success! Nice one, Traveler! Let's keep going!
Cutting edge and fast!
Watch out! Attack! That's the way!
Here comes the
A moonlit night for all. Coming at ya! Dying like a gemstone! Silver send-up! Watch out! Where'd that come from? Ooh. Nah. Stay high! Watch out! Coming at ya! Hiya! This hundred Jin's gone kaput! Now we can finally...
It seems my subordinates failed to stop you in your tracks.
Apologies, sir.
There is no need to apologize. You did well to hold your ground against such a powerful adversary for as long as you did. I must commend your courage and perseverance.
So, you're in charge here, huh? First the problems with Irminsul, now this mess in Gurubad? Are you the ones
I'm afraid I cannot answer that. I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers from an enemy.
Oh, this guy is so... However you want to spin it, you're clearly involved in this somehow. So you can either start talking, or we'll have to... Let's get him! Traveler? What's wrong?
You're remarkably calm. Some would act more rashly upon finding the ringleader all alone. But you keep your cool. Even as your enemy, I must applaud you.
Did you show yourself just to say that?
Is this you trying to take back control of the... I am here merely to indulge my own curiosity. Your names are well known among the Fatui. Naturally, I wanted to observe you up close.
Hey! Don't treat us like we're some kind of exotic animal!
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it. You seem rather predisposed to misunderstand me. I'm quite aware that you are both heroes of great renown. You have resolved crises in many nations and won countless allies along the way. I've been following your adventures with great admiration. My only regret is that the trajectory of your journey conflicts with our goal.
What do you mean, admiration? Sorry, but that sounds pretty weird coming from you.
I don't see why. We may happen to occupy opposing sides, but there is no cause for deep-seated enmity between us.
Well, now that you're observing us up close...
I've observed as keenly as I can. Yet, while I endeavor to understand, your true strength remains a mystery to me. Violence is not my area of expertise either, so, you see, I would much rather converse with you like this than determine a victor with the edge of a blade. Besides, I've heard that even 3 moons in the sky fail to eclipse your brilliance. I know better than to bite off more than I...
3 moons?
So, you have a connection with the Harbinger, the Doctor.
Well deduced. Our commander, Dottore, died in Nodcry, but there are things that do not end with his departure. Look at me. I almost divulged more than I should have.
What are you after? Revenge for Dottore? Or are you...
I've said quite enough, I believe. There's no point in continuing this conversation, except to say, I've noticed that you seem to know your way around here quite well. A repeated visitor to Gurubad, are we?
Ugh.
I'll take that as a yes. Then I'm sure you'll have heard the story of this place. The mother of the Jinn, Lilupar, and the tragic tale of her vengeance that spanned 3... It was right here that Lilupar once helped the wise to ascend to the throne. But from that moment on, every king who sat upon it was corrupted by power. These degenerate rulers lost control over their nation, and with it, the right to occupy that exalted...
What are you trying to say?
I once admired you for your adventures. That is the earnest truth. But it appears to me that your journey serves ultimately to uphold the rules of this world. Are these rules truly just? Does the heavenly principles rule with wisdom or folly? And how can we be sure that the 7 who wield authority over the world will not be corrupted?
Do you seriously think you're gonna convince us of anything?
Convince you? I'm sure my commander already tried that. Why would I waste my breath doing the same? If a few words from a stranger were enough to make someone completely change their stance, it would only prove that they never had a firm will to begin with. I am merely stating my position, so that we might understand each other better. One's enemy in the present, as for what game I'm playing here, I'm simply buying some time. But now I must bid you... It was a wise decision not to attack me immediately. Since you did not fall for my ambush, I will now have to ask those in hiding to reveal...
Leave this to us, sir.
Very well. I trust you to do what is necessary. Sumeru City, Irminsul.
Hey! Stop right there! Don't you dare leave without...
All units, stop them! Protect the command!
Did you hear that? He mentioned Sumeru City and Irminsul! You definitely know something! We can't let it get away!
Just a little longer!
Coming at ya! Hey there! We finally beat them! That mysterious guy can't have gotten far! Let's catch up with him! Found him!
You're very persistent.
Hey, you! Stop running and What's this?
Relax. A small trap like this won't be enough to hold. The sandstorms from Gurabad will die down soon enough, but this small window of time was all we needed to launch the next phase of our plan. Don't be discouraged. I knew that someone would come here eventually, so I planned ahead. Where to chat with you, which door to exit from, even which mechanism to wait by for you. You, meanwhile, know nothing of who I am. So far, you've only heard my voice, and for all you know, but not to worry. This is only our first meeting. It shall—
Just answer me one last question. Why do you continue to follow Dottore? He has conducted countless cruel
Follow isn't quite the right word. Let's just say even those you see as villains have their friends, even if they aren't the most sincere of friendships. When any set of rules is established, there will be those who benefit and those who lose out. Neither he nor I are tolerated by the rules of this world. We were both searching for a new order. Our ideas of the final form that should take may have differed, but our journeys took a shared path. Goodbye, Traveler and Paimon. I wish you a timely escape.
Hey! Come back! Wait, this dark wall. We've seen these on our adventures before. I'm sorry. She shouldn't have jumped the gun! Oh, okay.
Sino and his team are guarding the north.
There's so many Jinn. We can't let them—
Don't fret. I am well prepared for this.
Huh. So you have a solution?
Perhaps you're unaware that I have a trusty genie partner of my own, Plumpy. If I send her to negotiate with the others, this whole thing will be resolved before— Off you go, Plumpy! Come on, what's the holdup? 5,000 Mora. 20,000 Mora. 100,000 Mora. Final offer.
Ah, so she's a hired partner.
Hired partners are reliable too. Plumpy here is a highly skilled negotiator. You'll see. Just a few words from her and... Plumpy! Don't you Jinn have any respect for the rules? This was supposed to be a negotiation! How dare you wanna play rough? Two can play at that game!
Looks like it's up to us now. Be careful, Cop.
Yes, Master.
What happened? Pass out. Never mind. Plumpy, it's time for revenge.
You know, this reminds me of when you first arrived in Avidia Forest. You were trying to help a child retrieve a lost toy when you stumbled upon Spino Crocodile territory by mistake.
Yeah, I remember. Our first time playing side by side.
standing side by side. I seem to recall swooping in to rescue you with a team of forest rangers.
Please stop.
Oh! And Shroud! Rah!
There's too many of... I can't believe I used 12 rare items in one battle. Ugh. I shudder to think how this is going to affect this month's...
Tainari, how's the situation on your end?
We held the line, though it was a close call. But it looks like they're preparing for another attack.
They've breached our defenses in the south. The Jinn are pouring in.
We're hemmed in.
That's why we wanted to confirm your status. We need to consider our next move carefully.
Bad news. Another line of defense has been breached.
Kale, go with them and assess the situation. Dory and I...
But Master! Even with 3 of us, we barely...
This is not a discussion, Kale.
Wait! You can't pin all your hopes... Oh, great.
Need any help?
Huh?
What is it, Kale?
If things continue like this, it won't be long before Aru village is overrun by Jinn, and the sandstorms are sure to follow in their wake. I do have a plan.
I don't care. Whoever you are, please just help.
The only one who can help is you. I am merely here to guide you along. I am a spirit created at the beginning. I am a flickering illusion. I am the shimmering light.
What do you mean?
Watch out! Jinn incoming!
I am a spirit created at the beginning.
Here goes nothing. I am a spirit created at the beginning.
I am a flickering...
I am a flickering illusion. What's wrong, Plumpy? I've never seen...
But...
Do you know what Kale is reciting?
I am the shimmering light that flows from the eyes of the creator.
I am the shimmering light that flows from the eyes of the Creator!
It's a song composed by the goddess of flowers, but very few records of it remain, even in historical texts. Is Kale an avid historian?
Not to my knowledge.
The Jinn have actually quieted down. Although... No, it's more than that. It looks like they're showing... submission.
Clearly the songs left by the goddess of flowers.
Really? Don't stay away! I'll stop!
It seems like the song only works when Kale recites it.
Kale.
Yeah! Any luck?
When I heard that loud rumbling in the distance, I thought the shifting sands had bust open the gates to some ancient
Huh? Wait! That sounds like...
It's been a long while. Did you miss me?
Jack! Ban!
Let's save the catching up for later. This should be the right mechanism. Ben. There we go. Come on, let's leave this place.
Those Fatui sure made themselves scarce.
The Fatui? They came to the desert again?
Yep. No idea what they're planning this time. They were being—
How have you been, Jet?
Well, since we last met, I've started my own band of mercs. We've actually made quite a name for ourselves. Oh, yeah. On a slightly different note, I have some good news. I finally took care of Masaira. Not much to write home about. It was just another day. Found his hideout. Dragged him out of his cozy lip. He tried to talk me into seeing his point of view, as usual. But I'm way past that by now. There was nothing he could say to save his life. What about you guys? Bet you'd forgotten all about me and Ben Ben, huh?
Of course not! We're super duper best friends!
Wow. Sounds like I should make time to visit some other nations too. Anyway, what
Oh, right. Paimon almost forgot. We're here to look for Lilupar.
That bottle? Seriously?
Yeah! We need her power to calm the Jinn and stop the sands. Here's hoping we actually manage to find her, after all the trouble we've been through. Surely, with everything's been going on... Let's see. She should be... Aha! Found her! Lilupar!
What a long dream that was. Oh, and you're here too, little wildcat. The four of us back together again. After we last parted ways, I merged with the land beneath Gurabad to suppress the dark calamities. It rekindled the flame of vengeance within the Jinn. Depriving Gurabad, I fought against it for a long, long time. Until one day, I sensed a change in a foreign land to the west. Suddenly, the pitch-black abyss fell. Once satisfied that that dark power could no longer bewitch the Jinn, I too fell into a deep slumber, from which I have only now awoken. Why have you returned to Gurabad, my master? And why is my sand-swept homeland in disarray once—
Well, basically, Sumeru's in danger and a lot of our friends are affected. Some bad guys messed around with Irminsul and now they've released— We managed to chase off the culprits, but we haven't—
Child's play. I shall quell the Jinn and scatter the storm. Thank you, Lulu. No need to thank me, my master.
The sandstorm's gone. When I said that we'd meet again under a lovelier sun, this was exactly.
Yay! Although, honestly, Paimon would love to hang out with you more, even if the weather sucked. Well, there shouldn't be any more Jinn breaking out, right? Are we okay to head back?
Sounds good. You can introduce us to your other friend.
Another adventure.
The storms have stopped! We should be able to get to the Temple of Silence without any problems now. Time to regroup!
So, this is the Temple of Silence. I've heard the Nagarjanites mention it in passing, but
I thought the temple moved to the rainforest ages ago. When did they scamper back into the desert?
I don't know. This plan sounds a little too risky.
Even in King Deshret's day, this was experimental technology. We have no idea what could happen if...
Well, unless you know of another viable alternative for the Akasha terminal,
The plan is sound, and the risks are manageable. However, if we are to proceed, we must act quick. The scale of this project is enormous. Even with Kave, Faruzan, and every other scholar of mechanics working on it full-time, the proposed modifications won't happen overnight.
You're back. Everything all right? And...
Friends of yours?
Pretty much everyone in the Temple of Silence is. This guy's Kave, and the one next to him is Alhaitham.
Hello, I'm Jet, and this is Lee.
Oh, a famous name from the history books.
Pleased to meet you. A friend of a friend is a friend of mine.
Who's they?
Huh? Do people not say that?
Not in the desert. Friends you can trust, but friends of friends? Gotta keep an eye on them. Still, I do trust the Traveler's judgment. I'm sure you're good people.
The sandstorms have calmed down. I take it the Gurabad problem is resolved? What did you find?
And after getting all smarmy with us, he trapped us there. Luckily, Jet used the mechanism outside to free us, and then we got Lilupar to put a stop to—
Wow. Thanks for being...
So... This mystery man openly admitted that he was merely a Harbinger subordinate.
Yeah? Is there something weird?
I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers from an enemy. Well deduced. Our commander, Dottore, died in Nodcry.
Are you wondering about his true identity? Or do you think there's a big conspiracy back?
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a conspiracy. Just the simple fact that having someone to shift the blame on tends to prove useful should trouble. The most important thing for now is to solve the immediate problem. Perhaps that man knew you wouldn't have the resources to investigate his background and so didn't put much effort into disguise.
This is all getting a little cryptic for me. I'll let you guys talk while I...
Jet?
Aren't you with the Blazing Beasts? What a coincidence. Didn't expect...
We're mercs. You can run into us anywhere. Who's this with you?
So, did you find the solution you were looking for in the Temple of Silence?
You bet we did. This place is incredible. It has every... So far, we've discussed a plan and... In the mod...
According to certain sources in the temple... If these sources prove correct, the energy contained within Aru may be sufficient to power our Akasha renovation plan. However, this raises difficult questions regarding technological integration. The sages are still debating.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'll reach a compromise once they've argued it out. The people of the rainforest are always cautious when it comes to desert technology. But times of crisis like this leave us with little choice.
Wait, Paimon has a question. Is this the same Aru we've heard of before? It's sealed off, right? Some sort of prison where the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King are locked up.
Well remembered. Yes, that's exactly right. According to our records, Aru was the most brilliant creation King Deshret ever conceived of. Built by divine and mortal artisans working together. That being said, what Aru actually does and why it was built, those are... Until recently, I wouldn't have been optimistic that the place even exists. The only...
Paimon totally gets that. When Paimon first heard about it, she thought it sounded pretty unbelievable too. Do you guys still remember that? The Ibis King told us they were trapped in Aru, and that they had to answer 3 questions to get out.
I think I remember. What causes our rise and fall? What obliterates love and hate? And what determines truth and falsehood? Those were
Yeah. If only Nefer were here. She's dealt with the Ibis King before, so she might know more. Oh, Nefer's a friend we met in...
Not cry. Funny. She showed up here earlier.
Huh?
Yeah. Had another lady with her too. Both said they knew you. They contacted the sages, claiming they might be able to offer some assistance.
Really? They came here to...
Yes, really. It was just before you got back. One of them said she's made Nod Cry her home. If she's the person you were talking about, then...
Looks like betting on Aru was the right choice.
See? They're right.
Nicole! Nefer!
Why, hello! We're here to help. It's a good thing we left early. We all...
Locked out? What do you mean?
Oh, you haven't heard? An invisible barrier has appeared around Sumeru's border. No one can leave and no one can enter.
Are the Fatui behind this too?
Actually, no. This has nothing to do with them. I suspect it's a defense mechanism within Irminsul is the source of Tevat's ley lines after all, and Sumeru is the nation closest to it. I imagine this function was put in place to seal the entire region off in the event of serious damage, preventing the disaster from spreading to the rest of Tevat.
But doesn't that mean that the people here won't be able to escape to other nations if the anomaly keeps...
Currently, that does appear to be the case, which is precisely why I am here. This is a critical moment for the world, and
Paimon's surprised you managed to convince her to come back to Sumeru.
Indeed. Even for someone of my wisdom and eloquence, this tested my...
And why should it concern me that Sumeru's in trouble? Surely you don't think I still have feel...
Judging by your tone, I suppose...
Sounds like you don't know much about my past. And here I thought you knew...
All I know is that the Ibis King is the source of your power. He was quite a prominent moon envoy once upon a time, so I do know a thing or two about him. As for your past, I have ways to learn the full story if I wish to.
I'm glad you see it that way, Miss. I've chosen to call Nodcry home, which is why I did my part in its hour of need. That doesn't mean world savings become a habit with me. I have no particular desire.
I understand. Human emotions do not appear and disappear without cause. There is still, if time has taught me anything, it's that but that's where we angels come in. Our duty ultimately is to guide people towards their deepest, truest desires. So I wish to hear about your past, because I do not believe you are motivated by hatred alone. And if we still arrive at different conclusions in the end, that's okay.
I refuse.
Wait, what? But I set the atmosphere and everything. Isn't this supposed to be the moment when we finally open up to one another?
Is it? Maybe I'm not so good at reading the atmosphere. You're right, Nicole. There's more to me than just hatred. Had it consumed me, I'd be left stuck in the past forever. But I don't think that your guidance can change my mind. The all-consuming sands, the bloodshed, both deserved and undeserved. Those old...
Do you wish to shake them off?
No. I hope to remember them forever. Those emotions and memories shaped me into the person I am today.
In that case...
Sure. It's not every day you get to hear an angel's.
A long, long time ago, when the angels still walked freely upon the earth, I found monotonous work, lukewarm relationships. Things weren't nearly as interesting as they are now. And yet, since the angels' demise, I have found myself missing those days on more than one occasion. Human emotions are often attached to a person, a place, or an object. When those things... If Sumeru were destroyed, both rainforest and desert would be no more. With the object of both love and hate are intense emotions, but they are nothing compared to the void left behind when they disappear.
Most sophisticated, Miss Nicole. But anyone focused on the future could only ever applaud the destruction of the things they hate. Still, I'm a special case. Someone once told me that human memory is more selective than a Mora-hungry merchant choosing between customers. As much as I dislike Sumeru, this is no way for it to perish. All right, you win.
How much will you need? You're not gonna milk this for all it's worth, are you? I'll be upfront with you. I don't have much more on me. If that's what you need, I could borrow some from Alice. Or perhaps I could pay in sculptures. The ones I carve are actually worth quite a lot.
Just cover my travel expenses.
Huh? Is that all?
That's all. Given all the people I owe favors to, I can just about justify a trip to Sumeru. Yahoda!
Here, boss! What do you need?
I'm going back to Sumeru for a while.
Me? I'm in charge? Whoa! Don't worry! And that was how the ingenious Angel Nicole brought you the perfect person for the job in your hour of need.
That was far more detailed than necessary. Not lacking in embellishment either. I never thought I'd return. Especially not the desert. But life doesn't always go as planned, I suppose. What's Candace up to? I don't think I've seen her yet.
She is still taking care of things in our village. Should be joining us before too long. Oh, and sorry. Hope we're not interrupting anything.
We're planning to go to the mausoleum of King Deshret to look for the legendary Aru, then use it to try and restore the Akasha system.
According to records in the Temple of Silence, the mausoleum houses something called Aru's Chute, which can be used to establish connection with Aru.
We still have some time before we leave, so there's no...
By the way, who are these two new...
Just call me Nefer. I'm based in Nodcry. Did I hear you mention Aru?
Correct.
Well, I happen to have a connection with one of the 3 retainers imprisoned inside, the Ibis King. I'm here to get things done, so if you don't mind, I think...
That sounds perfect.
Miss Nefer, are you from the desert by...
Why do you ask?
I don't know. There's a familiar air about you. Plus, you mentioned Candace. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. It was just a random thought. I'm Dia, an eremite mercenary. My work usually keeps me out in the desert.
I'm on good terms with Dory, and she's mentioned you all before. It's nice to finally put faces. However, my associate here is probably less well acquainted with you. Why don't you all...
Actually, I'm a little better acquainted than you might think.
Huh?
Huh. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? It looked like you...
Ventriloquism. I have heard tell...
What is it, Kale?
It's you! You're You're the voice who's been speaking in my head. You encouraged me to report my dreams to the Dendro Archon. And got—
I have many titles, but let's go with the most pertinent one. I am Nicole Rain, an angel who has lived since—
An angel? Sounds like a big deal, but,
Well, we're a rather long-living race of beings. Not gods, technically, but we can still
Yep! And she's also an amazing sculptor!
You could say she's a real creative.
Well, ma'am, if both the Traveler and Paimon give you rave reviews, you must be pretty
Oh, please don't call me ma'am. I find it so awkward when people get too formal with— Just relax and be yourselves. No need to be nervous.
Miss Nicole? If it's okay.
Yes, you may. I can see your heart is filled with confusion, and you are desperate. I also know which questions you want to ask me. Why did you dream of Sumeru City in disarray? Why did those verses soothe the Jinn only when recited by you? I can guide you to the truth, but it involves a personal secret of your— I thought we were going to speak alone. This is a lot more people than I was expecting.
What's wrong with it? Even the doctors at Dar al-Shifa allow patients to be accompanied by family members.
Well, if Kale doesn't mind her secret being revealed, I have no problem.
Thanks for being so considerate, Miss Nicole. I don't know what secret you mean, but whatever it—
Closest friends! It's so nice to hear that.
All right. In that case, Kale, are you aware that there are god remains inside your body?
I am. When I was young, I got sick with Elazar. The Fatui convinced my mom and dad that they could help, and I was sent to There were a lot of other kids just like me there. This creepy guy injected us with some strange medicine, which I heard contained god remains. I can still remember the pain like it was yesterday. But thanks to the friends who've stuck by me all this time, I've gradually been able to overcome those memories. Anyway, so you're saying that what happened to me has—
Yes. Those were the remains of Nabu Malikata.
What?
Huh. Fascinating.
You don't seem surprised like the rest of us.
The possibility crossed my mind when Kale recited the Goddess of Flowers song and calmed the Jinn.
Paimon, jump! What are you doing?
I was merely passing through when I heard the name of the Goddess of Flowers. Be assured that You, with the hat. Are you certain? I sense no trace of the Lord of Flowers.
Well, it is a very small fragment. Unless special methods are used to manifest its power, even her closest acquaintances would find it near impossible to detect. After the goddess passed away, her remains were scattered across the desert. King Deshret gathered all the pieces he could find and buried them in the Eternal Oasis. But some fragments remained unaccounted for. Eventually, the Fatui must have found a way to track some of them down. Presumably for use in some experiment. It's not an uncommon occurrence. You're more shaken than I thought. In one sense, you've been extraordinarily lucky. So many people who yearn for this kind of power never attain it, yet you have coexisted with her all this time without even
I don't know what to say. I'm glad that I could help everyone with this power, really. But knowing that a fragment of the Goddess of Flowers is inside my body is— it's a strange
Well, people value their autonomy very highly. Even a well-intentioned intruder can shake one's sense of self.
I understand how you feel, Kale. But once you get used to it, you'll find it's nothing to be concerned about.
Huh. I guess you, of all people, have a good reason to speak on this.
2 good reasons, in fact. Incidentally, 3 is the maximum number of Hermanubis's Ba fragments that I could bear.
Let me guess. Because 2's company, but 3's a crowd?
Thanks for helping to explain the joke, Tainari.
Not my intention.
Goddess preserve me. I should take my leave. This boy in his wolf's head hat speaks much too differently from the Hermanubis I remember.
Kale, all I'm trying to say is, no matter how many Hermanubis fragments there are within me, you wouldn't think of me as Hermanubis.
Yeah, I know what you... So about that dream I had. Was it a warning from the goddess of...
Yes. Just like me, she was an angel created by the primordial humans, born with the instinct to guide living, though her body and soul have perished. The mother of dreams? Lord of flowers and oases? She must have had a premonition. That is why she gave that dream to you.
But I still don't understand.
Yes. Why indeed? You weren't the only one injected with God remains, but I suspect it may be because of the firm will you showed in the face of suffering. She was likely assimilated by that will. Of course, this doesn't mean you have to shoulder any extra responsibility. All right. Any further questions from the family members of the patient?
Let's move out. Time to put our
We all hope it'll work. But will we really be able to open Aru? And even if all 7 pillars of King Deshret agree to let us proceed...
Haven't you handled other big projects before?
I mean, the biggest project I've worked on to date is probably the Palace of Alcazarzaray, I guess? But this is orders of magnitude beyond that. It's a
Look on the bright side. At least this time you're actually here when Sumeru needs you most. You won't have to come asking me for details after the...
Mock me all you want. But now that I'm here, things will be resolved far more quickly and smoothly than last time.
Kave's self-doubt disappeared in an instant.
Well, this confidence is most gladdening. Now, go and pack your things. We'll head to the mausoleum as soon as you're ready.
used to take long walks in Silver Moon Hall every day. So don't worry about me. I can keep up.
Oh, Miss Nicole. I heard you're a very talented sculptor. Is it?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't want to blow my...
Honestly, even though Kasharawar is best known for its focus on mechanics, plenty of Kasharawar scholars are quite serious about sculpting as a hobby. So if they rate your work, that's enough for us. We just have to take a look.
Who's we?
Myself and a few other scholars. Kashif, Danish.
Oh, well, if you insist,
Whoa. Look at the level of detail. It's so lifelike.
The squirrel descends from the heavens like a champion, and the earth trembles beneath its feet.
Kaveh? Kaveh, come here for a sec. Oh, and Madame Farazan, didn't you used to study in our darshan? Come take a look.
All right, but hang on a moment. I have to finish review.
You called?
This squirrel statue. Isn't it cute?
Oh, a squirrel. I wouldn't say cute per se. The realism is what stands out to me. Were you trying to carve a statue of a hero, young lady?
Oh, a hero? I suppose so. Actually, I didn't really have a specific theme in mind.
I see. Well, do you tend to read novels about heroes in your spare time?
As a matter of fact, I do quite enjoy those. Everyone loves a good tale of daring do, right?
Then perhaps this statue represents the heroic tale you long to see deep down inside. Also on the subject of heroism, I feel that if the subject posed with a finger raised towards the heavens, it would lend a greater gravitas to the I'm sure some would call it cliché or old-fashioned, but not me. I think it would... Kaveh!
Sorry, Madame Faruzan, I'm a little busy right now. Don't want...
What a pity. That young man has excellent aesthetic tastes. I was hoping to ask him for his opinion.
What a genius idea! Why didn't I think of that? Classical beauty is a great direction to explore. That's it. Once I get back, I'm going to sculpt a heroic squirrel pointing its finger toward...
Precisely! A declaration of victory! You understand. Then place the two statues face to face.
Yes! That's
It'll be a masterpiece! Miss... I'm sorry. I didn't catch your...
Just call me Nicole. Madame... Faruzan?
What? Oh, no. That would...
Why ever not? Madam is a state of mind cultivated from within. Anyone may call me Madam if they so desire. My dear Miss Nicole, once we make it through these trying times, should we have the pleasure of meeting again, I shall look forward to seeing your new work. In this day of age, it's rare to find people with an appreciation for classical aesthetics.
Honestly, I feel the same way. It's been a long time since I met anyone interested in this style of statue. Clearly, they don't call you... Also, I have to say, you're a very good judge of character. Because when I think about it, I really am someone who likes stories about heroes.
Sorry, keeping watch over heroes? What exactly do you do for a living?
Oh, never mind that.
Let's not tell Madame Faruzan about Miss Nicole's true identity for now.
Good idea. Let's limit the conversation to aesthetics.
What's wrong?
Kale got a fragment of the Goddess of Flowers, and all I got was one of the 7 pillars who served under King Deshret.
That's what you're upset about?
Oh, so many, but I've learned... Paimon! You're welcome!
Good to finally meet you in the flesh. It's a little surreal seeing you here after exchanging letters for so long. In my head, the boss of the Curatorium of Secrets didn't look so young.
Sounds like you have some history.
Any budding mercenary group needs a steady supply of intel. They, in turn, can prove an exceptional source of the same. The Curatorium of Secrets is happy to cooperate with friends from all over the world.
Can't say no to a solid partnership. But cooperation's built on mutual trust. And there isn't much contact between the desert and Nodcry. So, I'm guessing you reached out to Jet first, Miss Nefer? What's behind your interest in the desert? Nostalgia?
I like your style, Flame Mane. Actually, I had this same discussion with Jet before we started working together. To be clear, I have no intention of using you for any ulterior motives. And I have no enemies in the desert as things stand now. Were that to change, I wouldn't drag outsiders into a conflict that doesn't concern them. There's no point in doing certain things if you don't do them yourself. Wouldn't you agree?
Well said. Taking responsibility for one's own affairs is the way of the desert folk.
You sure that's
Absolutely.
I'll take it.
Sure. I love working with no-nonsense people.
As do I, my friend.
I hope everyone's ready. We'll be arriving at our destination very shortly.
Why, we've not seen so many visitors ever, really. What is this place now, a tourist attraction? Closer inspection reveals many familiar faces. To what do we dusty old fellows owe the honor?
You surmise correctly. We are here to carry out a rather enormous project.
Ho, enormous, you say? How large, then? Larger than the gaping void in our lives? Why, you've even put a smile on Goatee and Crocco's faces. All this activity is making for quite the special... I know that laugh. Lilipar? What on earth are you doing?
Oh, this is hilarious. Turns out good things really do come to those who wait. As long as you stay alive long enough. When did you three get locked up in here? And still you act all high and mighty, putting on a show for the younglings. Truly hysterical.
Why, you... Yes, I know. No need to shout. You're right, Lilipar. Goatee, Crocco, and I all have the same. But didn't King Deshret seal you away? How did you break free, and how did you get...
Who knows? Perhaps you can ask my master one day, should you ever get the chance. Behold, the executioners of old. Some have turned into fragments residing in human bodies, and others are imprisoned eternally, leaving not a single shard behind. It's almost tragic, watching lowly prisoners like you act all self-important.
I'm starting to take a liking to this magic bottle lady.
Time is of the essence. We come to you, O three ancient lords, to request your assistance on behalf of the Academia. If we can help you regain your freedom, then please consider lending us your aid. As for precisely what we need your help with, it's a long story.
All right, stop arguing, Crocco. And Goatee, don't you start. What's the harm in letting her speak? It's not worth getting so angry about. Forget about her. The three questions are the crucial thing here. But Do you really have a way to answer them? You once answered the final question, Nefer, but the seal did not open. Unless, with the passage of time, you have found a new answer?
You could say so. When you first asked me what determines truth and falsehood, my answer was liars are the best at seeing through the falsehoods of the world. But if you want them to tell you the truth, you have to reach their soul.
I think that makes sense.
I found it quite compelling myself, and I told Nefer so. Unfortunately, it brought us no closer to liberation.
Well, that's simply because it was my answer, not the one King Deshret was looking for.
Can you guess which answer Al-Ahmar wanted then?
Time. And that's not only the answer to the final question. It's that all things wax and wane with the passage of time. Love and hate eventually fade into current affairs are always fraught with conflict and controversy. Only time can distinguish between right and wrong. You once described King Deshret as a proud man. I'd say that the prouder someone is, the more inclined they are to believe that only time is qualified to be their judge.
Time. Well. Indeed. Perhaps in building Aru, our king was in fact attempting to reverse time, to bring love and hate, right and wrong, the rise and fall of all things back to their point of origin. This is the most eventful day I have experienced in a long time. You have my sincere gratitude.
Are those 3 of the 7 pillars?
Turns out the statues were quite faithful to the source.
You 3 seem to be in good spirits.
Prison can help a person grow and learn to cherish what they have. Hello, Nefer.
It's good to see you, Thoth.
Nice. Definitely puts my mind at ease, seeing you two getting along so well.
Should we maybe introduce ourselves, or...
Sure. I'm Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence. This is General Mahamatra Sino, and this is the former Spantamad sage, Cyrus. But I'm guessing none of that means a whole lot to you.
Everything is equally new to us, in truth. We've been gone from this mortal world.
Let's hold off on the introductions for now. We can always ask Nefer about you later. It'll give me something to talk about with my chosen disciple.
You're like a helpless parent. Gods and people of yore are not necessarily welcome in today's world. Self-awareness is one of my finest qualities.
Is that so? Well, I think we'll take it in stride, just as we did with the 3 questions. Let's not forget, it was my persistence that won you both your freedom.
Fair point. I have to applaud your persistence.
And I must praise you for your wisdom. Now, state your wishes, young one.
I'm sorry?
Why, your tremendous accomplishments deserve a reward, do they not? You must let us do something for you in return.
General Mahama.
I won't beat around the bush. Sumeru is facing a crisis the likes of which have never been seen before. And we need your help.
Every calamity throughout the ages has been connected to us in one way or another, whether we were its cause or consequence.
Whatever is wrong with Irminsul, it severely affected the Dendro Archon. She fell into a coma, and—
The Dendro Dragon? I'm sorry, the Dendro Dragon is helping to heal the—
Not a pep, surely. Not vicious, cruel, a pep who possesses no virtues aside from her basic instincts.
I shudder to think what could have caused Lesser Lord Kusanali to suffer such a plight. Still, why would the Dendro Dragon lend you her aid?
You can help us make history, too.
A smooth talker. Well said.
Currently, no one can connect to Irminsul. We hope that by opening up Aru and making some modifications to it, we can use its technology to our advantage.
Unfortunately, Aru is an imperfect creation. King Deshret never managed to realize his full vision before his death. Much remains to be done if it is to be pitted against Irminsul itself. Besides, I hear your reasons, but to give Aru up over such would be—
The archaeological records clearly indicate that although Aru's construction took a long time, it was not beyond human means to achieve. Modern technology should solve the efficiency issues. We have no choice but to go all in on this.
This is by no means a threat. But the only reason we helped you escape from Aru was to gain the necessary leverage to negotiate with you. You asked us to state our wishes, and we have. Each one of us here needs your help, as do all the thousands of people living in Sumeru. They need you.
What do we think, my fellow old fogies? Shall we lend our support or not?
Since you ask so nicely, naturally.
Naturally what? Are you for or against?
I simply mean we shall do what comes naturally. You claim that you wish to open Aru. Know you then that the golden slumber created by King Deshret is preserved?
We do. We understand the risks.
In all likelihood, the mortal world will never again be able to replicate King Deshret's work. Never will there be another chance to come so close to creating a utopia.
We are sure. Before people can dream, they must first live.
If your minds are made up, very well. We shall summon our erstwhile colleagues to discuss this further. Saint Shezepank, Saint Bennu, once you surrendered to silence and were buried with King Deshret. But now, we invoke the right to awaken you.
Saint Bennu, responding to your call. 3 kings detected.
Initiating autonomous will. Saint Shezbank, responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
Ah, Lord Herreshoff. What a long time it has been.
Then your trust in my well-being has long outlived your physical body. You have all—
Al-Akmar is long gone. What is the reason for this meeting?
You're awake? Good. We are voting on whether to give the people of present-day Sumeru access to Aru and permit them to perform technological renovations. You have the right to support or oppose the motion.
Aru is the pride of Al-Ahmar. Opening Aru requires the unanimous consent of the 7 pillars. I hope you have a convincing reason to present to us.
Sumeru is currently in the midst of a major calamity. Let us not forget that while Al-Ahmar was a stern ruler, he was a god without his people shall cease to exist, and King Deshret's greatest wish was to provide protection for his people. Let us then honor our God King's wishes as we consider our decision.
I do not mean to mock these proceedings, but what is the point of a unanimous vote when we know that the last of the 7 pillars, the Dendro Dragon Apep, will never communicate with us?
This will no doubt surprise your mechanical mind, and I have no intention of trying to persuade you it is true. But Apep is, in fact, healing the Dendro Archon as we speak.
Huh? Can someone attest to this? Do we have any—
I ask the 3 kings. Can any of you vouch for the truth?
Naturally, the Ibis King, Thoth.
What?
It was Thoth's disciples who revealed the truth to us. We need not debate its veracity. Simply let Thoth bear accountability. That way the rest of us may have a clear conscience.
Herreshoff, you diabolical fiend!
I awakened our former colleagues for you, supported your opinion, and backed your decision.
I miss the days when Hermanubis was still around. At times like this, he would offer to take accountability.
What are you trying to say? Is my word worth less to you than Hermanubis's?
Hypocrite though you are, Lord Thoth, you are humorous in equal measure. How could we bear not to associate with a character such as you? I, Saint Shezbank, approve—
Since King Deshret is no more, we shall receive no reprimand for acting. Remember, the moment that Aru is liberated, the myriad souls residing with to take this step is to bring the perfect afterlife.
We understand that well, and we have decided to proceed regardless. Furthermore, the contemporary human perspective would contend that confining souls in this way is no act of benevolence. The deceased have a right to rest in peace.
King Deshret's creation is clearly a place of rest and—
Hermanubis' representative and the Dendro Dragon Apep made their choice ahead of time, while the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King have also granted permission to liberate Aru. By the grace of His Majesty, guided by his wisdom and will, let the gates of
What's this? Are we under attack? No.
Here you are. Through the sands of time.
Father.
It's Jet's father, Jibriel! That's right! He entered the Golden Slumber, didn't he?
I smell blood and sand on you. You've grown. Strong as a wild beast.
You have to leave, don't you? Please, just answer me this.
This meeting is a blessing from the gods. My soul, once imprisoned along with that of Samael, is finally free. I am truly grateful for the chance to see you again. That the dead should meet the living is itself a miracle. One brief, precious moment is enough. Enough to set my heart at ease. Do not weep for me, Jet. I know you will accomplish many great things in your life. You will go further and climb higher than I ever did. All I ask is that you take good care of yourself.
Father! Father! Father.
Hey, Jet.
I'm fine. Thanks, Paimon. It was just a little sudden. The chance to see my father. He was trapped in the Golden Slumber for our sake.
You've grown strong, Jet. More than enough to fend for yourself.
Yeah. I'll leave the past in my memory where... Goodbye, Father.
Ah, me, what a touching reunion that was. It seems we did a good deed today.
We three retainers, once imprisoned for our iniquity, are surely the least qualified to judge whether this deed is good or bad. Either way, Aru is open. Now you have your opportunity. And with it, whatever trouble may... Although Aru...
As for your proposed renovations, we cannot determine which...
It matters not. The Ibis King shall be accountable if any problems arise. Ibis?
If I'd known you'd be like this.
All of us?
Vilify me no further. Scholars, since you have liberated Aru, allow me to present you with a gift.